So, good morning, children. So, now today we are going to discuss in our fourth class. So, fourth class, class 4. So, what is the page number? We already started discussion about the plants in a different type of plants. Adaptations in plants we discussed now. So, now I will continue the adaptations of plants. Page number 162. What is the page number? That is a 162. Okay, we'll continue the page number 162. The plants in mountains are there. So we have different type of mountains are there. The plants are ready to grow in that kind of mountains. Yes or no? All people can know about this kind of thing. I'll read out. It is generally colder in mountains than in plains. So, fir, pine, and cedar trees are examples of the trees that grow in here. Then, smaller plants such as mosses and ferns also grow here. So, what does it means? The mountains, plants in mountains. Okay, plants in mountains. So generally what kind of the colder in a mountain than the plants? So the plants are ready to cool, so that kind of the plants only ready to grow in kind of the mountains only. So what is the list means? Fir, pine, and cedar. Fir, pine. What is that? Pine. Next one is a pine. That kind of the one more plant is there. And next one, cedar trees. Cedar. So these are the different type of trees are ready to just grown in a particular mountains. Okay na? So these are the mountains, and adaptations also there. Adaptation is nothing but most trees in the mountains grow tall and straight. So these trees are usually cone shaped. So this shape helps to slide snow off their branches. So most trees have the small needle like leaves. So most trees do not have flowers. Instead they bear cones and carry seeds inside. What does it mean? Do you know, agree that, for example, if you observe, this is a plant. Okay, and here the above of the plant it will look like a cone type of arrangement. Once you see, so this kind of the plants will ready to present in our what does it means, in our mountains and hills where the ice will be there, the snow will be there, means that kind of the plants are ready to present, because it should be cone type of. Why it is looking like a cone type of means, so any ice will ready to fall, then it is ready to just come down only, it won't be appear there only. Clear? Understood now all of you? So what we said, that if any ice will ready to present on the plant, then automatically it will come down. Okay, it won't be go up, or it is not appear in here, right? Okay na? So these kind of the plants we are ready to see that. And plants in deserts also there, we have the different type of plants are there. In our desert also the plants will be there. And see, the deserts receive very less rainfall. Plants found in the deserts can survive on a very little water. So cactus and date palms are examples of the plants that grow here. What does it means in your desert areas? Once you see that, the mountain areas, that kind of the fire, okay, and pine and cedar, this kind of the plants are growing now. And now next in that, another plants also ready to present in a deserts. So in our deserts, where we are going to deserts, in our deserts we have the different plants are ready to present. What does it means? Because deserts are containing less water, it is not having that much of water, that's why. So cactus and date palms are there, this kind of the plants will grow. Cactus, okay, what is that? So cactus and date palm. Okay, so these kind of the plants are ready to grow in that particular, what is that, in that particular, so deserts. And see, adaptations are there. Adaptations is nothing but the stems of the plants growing in deserts are green and have chlorophyll. Okay, these stems help in the photosynthesis. You already know that this is a photosynthesis. Your lower classes you already know, and in this also first lesson we discussed little bit about the this kind of the photosynthesis process and everything. Okay, so then next one here, so these stems are thick and store water. Some kind of the desert areas, some of the leaves are green and some kind of the plants are ready to grow. So what we call that kind of the plants or something, it will be there means simple. I'm going to say that see, the stems are thick and store water. The stems are thick and storing water in it. Okay na. And then next one, so leaves are small and covered with a wax coating. This protects the plant from losing water through leaves. So if any plant is ready to lose their water, then so the stems are ready to helpful to just protect that kind of water in a particular plant, because the desert areas they don't have sufficient water. They won't get water in it, yes or no. So that's why. And see, some desert plants have the spines and so thorns instead of leaves. Spines prevent loss of water. What does it mean? This kind of the some kind of the plants are ready to use this kind of the, instead of leaves some kind of the thorns are there. Okay, the spines prevent loss of water. The water we are going to lose means this kind of the protecting items they can use that kind of the plants. And plants in saline coastal areas. Saline coastal areas is nothing but, okay, listen carefully, saline coastal areas. In saline coastal areas the water has a high salt content. So mangrove trees are examples for trees of that grow here. The coastal areas means nearby the sea water. The sea is containing more salty, yes or no. The coastal areas also the salt is more. So that's why this kind of mangrove trees are examples. These kind of the coastal areas, for example, coastal areas, what does it means? Mangrove. Okay, so mangrove trees are ready to grow. Mangrove, only one. So mangrove trees are ready to present in a coastal areas because it's a high salty water has to present in that area. Okay na. So then next one is a, so adaptation. So trees growing in saline coastal areas overcome the problem of salt content in soil with the roots that grow above the soil. So what does it means? So this kind of the overcome this problem of a heavy salt means, so that can be ready to grow the what does it means? Roots above the soil. Above the soil also it ready to appear the roots. Then these roots absorb the gases directly from the air, hence they are called as a breathing roots. Okay, it's a good thing is there, so that time there is a inside of the soil more salt is there na. That's why some kind of the roots are ready to come out of the soil. Then directly that air will receiving, the roots can receive that air from the outside. Then automatically what will happen? We call as a breathing roots also. We named as a breathing roots also. Clear now all of you? Right. And these roots also help to take in a water and other so nutrients that are required for photosynthesis. These roots are ready to helpful in that area, coastal areas only. Okay, so this kind of the coastal areas they are ready to present, the roots are ready to take a breath. And next, and these coastal areas only helpful to just by using of a photosynthesis there na, by roots also it will ready to present photosynthesis. Okay na. Right. And aquatic plants are there. Do you already know that aquatic plant? So aquatic plant, and what does it means? So here we have that kind of the aquatic plants are there. So plants that grow in water are called as aquatic plants. So there are three kinds of aquatic plants are there. Listen carefully. So aquatic plants means which are ready to live on above of water, means okay, in presence of water. Okay, aquatic plant that is ready to grow, and whether above of a water or inside of the fixed and under the water plants are there, either floating. You know lotus, Lotus is floating. So fungi is there, is a fixed plant inside of the water. Clear now? So these are the three different kind of the floating and fixed and underwater. So three kinds of the categories of the what does it means, aquatic plants are there. Okay now, right? And floating plants are there. The plants that float on water are called as a floating plants. So which plant is right to float on surface of water is called as a floating plants. And duckweed and water hyacinth and examples of floating plants are there. So some kind of the is a best example is a lotus is also one of the best example to float on surface of water. That kind of the adaptations are there. And here the roots of floating plants are not fixed but hang in water. That kind of plants is not fixed one, it is right to move in a one place to another place, but it should be hanging. Hanging means having some kind of the area it is right to present. Okay now, and then and see here these plants are highly and small with a spongy stems, so this helps with them to float on water. This roots and stems also having this sponge type of arrangement, that's why it is ready to float on surface of water. Clear now? And fixed plants also there in that. What is a fixed plant? That is a fixed aquatic plants have the thin, long and hollow stems. This helps them to reach the surface of the water from the bottom of the pond. So what does it means? Fixed plants are there na? That fixed plants are right to just the stems are right to roots are right to attach to the inside of the water. This is under down of the water it is right to fix. It is a fixed once you see that aquatic plants of thin, long and hollow stems are there na? The stems are right to just appear in inside of the water. Is it clear now children, all of you? And we'll finish this lesson today. And they have broad leaves that can float on the surface of water. Okay, so their leaves have a waxy coating on the surface. Okay na? So here the next that prevents them from rooting in water. So stomata are present on the upper side of the leaves through which these plants take in and give out air. What does it mean? The stomata is there in that. You already know the stomata. Stomata is helpful to take a breath. Correct or not? So it should be right to take a breath. Yes, the pores are there. That is helpful to take as a oxygen and carbon dioxide like this. Okay. And then next one is a underwater plants are there. The plants that grow under the water surface are called as a underwater plants. So tape grass and pond weed are examples of underwater plants are there. So underwater plants is nothing but understood now, where we are using this kind of the inside of the narrow leaves are no stomatas are not present. Stomatas are not present inside of the water. Then that kind of the plants are called as underwater plants are there. Okay na? So above the water and fixed plants and under the water plants are there. So these are the aquatic plants only. Special adaptations in a plants are there. So here that is a special adaptations in a plants means insectivorous and so saprophytic plants are there. Okay, insectivorous plants are very interesting. I'll explain. Very nice. Okay. And here you can see that insectivorous plants are there. What is the meaning of the insectivorous plants? Do you know insectivorous plants means? So plants that feed on insects are called as a insectivorous plants. Leaves of the such plants are modified to trap insects. So Venus flytrap, pitcher plant and sundew are examples of insectivorous plants are there. So I'll ask one question to you. See, the plants are right to eat, are right to get the food from the sun, like by using of a photosynthesis. Is it correct or not? What I said, 100% is it correct? The photosynthesis process is used to get the energy from the sun, right? But some kind of the plants are there to get the energy from a okay, animals or insects. How it is possible means this insectivorous plants are there now. Insectivorous plants are right to capture the or catch the fly like a any insect will come and try to enter inside of the plant. Yes, okay, like it should be look like this. Then any insect will enter, then it will try to close and try to suck, right? So directly it will try to digest. And that is a sundew plants are there. So some kind of the plants are ready to, if any insect is ready to come and try to fall on it, then one small needle type of arrangement will be there. It will try to connect to the skin of the insect. Directly the needle has to receiving total energy or blood also from the insect. So that kind of the plants are ready to present. Okay, so these are the things are ready to present. These are the plants are ready to present. Leaves are the such plants are modified for the trap insects. The specially it is a categorized. The plants leaves are specially categorized to collect this that kind of the insects. And Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, and sundew are examples in a insectivorous plants. What is that? What I said, a pitcher plant are insectivorous plants. Next, sundew plants are there. These are all are examples for the receiving that kind of the energy. So saprophytic plants are there, and plants that cannot make their own food and absorb from dead plants and animals are called as a saprophytic plants. What does it mean? Some plants are not receiving energy from outside. For example, I'm going to say that, so some plants are greenery means chlorophyll will be there, and it is ready to collect the energy from a by using of a photosynthesis. But not like that, for not photosynthesis, other systems also ready to use. Some kind of the plants are not having photosynthesis technology. They are using that kind of the, if any dead body of the plants, a dead body of the animals can use that kind of the proteins and everything, then it is ready to get the energy and ready to grow. So these are the things are ready to present in our day-to-day life. And this kind of the plants, what we call, this is called as a saprophytic plants. So such plants do not have the chlorophyll. And Indian pipe and coral root and examples of the saprophytic plants. Indian pipe, this is one of the plant, Indian pipe. And next, coral root are some examples of saprophytic plants. So this is one of the examples of a saprophytic plants. So clear na children? So this we completed lesson this one, and now next we go give the fill in the blanks and everything has to present. Okay, the fill in the blanks are there now. Now I'll write the fill in the blanks. 3 fill in the blanks are there. Then after that I will continue the remaining. Okay. See here, I am going to write the fill in the blanks first, then after that I will explain to you, okay? The first fill in the blank is roots of dash plants. Roots of dash floating or fixed. Plants hang in water, hang in water, right? I'll write all questions, then after that I'll explain to you. So next question, dash underwater or fixed. Underwater or fixed. Plants have broad leaves. Plants have broad leaves that can float. On the surface of water. on the surface of water. And third question, the dash pitcher plant or coral root. Coral root is an insectivorous plant. Is an insectivorous plant. So now you say to me, roots of dash, the floating or fixed plants are hang in water. What does it means? The floating is only hanging that. Yes or no? That's why this is a floating. Right. Next one, dash underwater or fixed plants have the broad leaves that can float on the surface of water. So what is that? It's a fixed plants. Yes or no? So fixed plants. And next one, the dash pitcher plant or coral root is an insectivorous plant. Insectivorous plants means there is a pitcher plant, insectivorous. So clear? Understood now, children? So next question answers, next match the following, everything is there. Next class we'll discuss with you. Okay.